war is ugly business. Unless you're a businessman, then, of course, war is great business. Do you know how many wars the United States has been involved in? Not just world wars or official wars, but interventions as well. From 1798 until 2022, the US military has been involved in 469 interventions. Now that is quite a bit over a 250-plus year lifespan that the country has existed. It's to be expected also, isn't it? Competition between nations isn't anything new and something everybody has lived through in one time or another. But what if you saw that half, yes, 50% of all of those conflicts the country has been integrated into have happened in the last 30 years, also resulting in the deaths of 11,250,000 men, women, and children. There is a lot of money tied into war. The defense budget of the United States for the year 2024 was passed at a record-breaking amount just shy of $900 billion. To put it into perspective, the average cost of a home in the United States in 2022 was roughly $500,000, with the defense budget of just 1 year that could buy 1.8 million homes for the homeless, with change to spare. Furthermore, half of that $900 billion budget goes to the private sector. But why is the defense budget so high? To reiterate, there is a lot of money in weapons sales, not so much domestically when compared to the awesome size of the international arms trade. Despite the United States having laws against monopolies, there are only a handful of companies that supply armaments and equipment to defense services. And if you know you're the only supplier of something in a business transaction, then you have control over the price. Where else are they going to get what they need from? The privatization of national defense has led to several concerns regarding the potential for political corruption via lobbying or the recent trend of a revolving door policy. But it's alarming just how little most people know regarding these correlated problems facing their nation today and probably the last 80 years. I had wanted to get a younger perspective to see where Gen Z stood on political issues today. I went to a local university to collect what issues regarding voting were on their minds. The 2020 election had seen 50% of eligible voters in the United States turn out, when for a good while it lingered just above 40%. This is a positive change to more young adults becoming involved with their local community. My hopes were that so long as more and more of the youth were becoming involved with controlling their environment through politics, that there was some hope to ending the military-industrial complex by simply educating the youth about how harmful it is to themselves and others abroad. We cannot fix the military-industrial complex in one fell swoop, but after taking enough steps towards a brighter and less bloody future, eventually we will reach our desired destination. We can not only help ourselves, but those who will be here after we're long gone. The next generation, the youth of the United States, have the power to make a change for the better. And not only will their children benefit, but the world entirely. With us older folks, it falls on us to lead by example, to encourage and provide that hope. There are things we can put at the forefront of elections that candidates need to take seriously before losing what morsel of credibility they have left. We can support the victims of these wars by ending the selling of weapons to foreign nations. If we use voting through a true majority to stop this insane idea, we can bring the planet itself towards a more stable place of existence. Let's back candidates who support ending insider trading, rampant lobbying, funding foreign wars, lifelong politicians, and closing foreign bases, because these are the elements that contribute to the military-industrial complex. Limiting the temptation, it's something to wonder how many would decide not to run for office at all.